Hello everybody. Tuesday, January 24th, 2023. Today is going to be, as the title says, a celebration. A celebration of back squats, your friend and mine. Probably one of the most favorite lifts in the strength and conditioning world. I've got my dog, Muggsy, behind me on the floor here, so if you see or hear a weird sound, it's probably Muggsy there. You know, I had a different topic in mind for today's show, so maybe I'll bump that to next week or whatnot. But we recently did a 7x1 back squat, and there was also the Linchpin Test 5 challenge that just happened. They both happened around the same time. So we had a bunch of people from the community do the 7x1 back squat, a bunch of people did the Linchpin Test 5 challenge, a bunch of raging psychopaths did both. And what was really cool was I just started scrolling through the Facebook group and just taking screenshots of PRs that people were setting left and right. And after a while, I'm like, I'm just going to celebrate everybody's PRs because everyone likes a shout out. Disclaimer, there's way more out there. I stopped screenshotting at like 20 because I can't just sit here and name off, hundreds of, the show would be 2 hours long or whatnot. So it's just a whole bunch of shout outs of people of various experience levels. Novice, intermediate, and then veteran athletes that have been around a long way. And, well, everyone knows what a 7x1 back squat is. If you're unfamiliar with Test 5, when I say what some of those records are, the prescribed version of Test 5 is 20 back squats at 2 1/4 or 155 for the women, a 2-mile run, and then another set of 20 back squats. So it's a bruiser. People love it because they're crazy, and I can trick them into running 2 miles if you give them some heavy squats. So everybody wins. So I will also say, I know we beat this drum a lot at Linchpin. We do things different, and that's probably why people's knees, backs, and shoulders feel good. One workout a day makes you strong. One workout a day. If it's intelligently programmed, you don't cherry pick, you make smart decisions as to when you should scale or modify, you modulate your intensity. One workout a day makes you strong. This might be unpopular to say, but if you're not reaching your strength goals, strength is a part of fitness, right? If you're not reaching your strength goals specifically, as shocking as it may be, there's probably a good chance that you're doing too much and that you should actually reduce what you're doing, not increase it. And I would especially say that if I learned that you are not reaching your strength goals and you're lifting multiple times a week or, heaven forbid, every day, then I wouldn't be surprised that you're not meeting your strength goals. So, and that's for us regular people with daily lives. I'm not talking about games athletes that they're just training. We're not talking about those people. We're talking about you and me, okay? And each week on Linchpin, as far as when I say one workout a day, again, that's not one heavy lift a day. It's one workout a day. As far as heavy lifting goes, for Linchpin anyway, we always do about one classic respect the heavy day, one dedicated heavy day a week. You can count on that. On occasion, there'd be 2. But that's not the regular norm. You can always count on one classic heavy day, and that gets you strong. I know that's shocking, right? Because all the other workouts that you do during the week that don't look like heavy days, if they're programmed appropriately, they're still helping you in that other endeavor. And the other thing that we might do is have one classic heavy day a week, and then one other workout, which we would call a heavy day at a high heart rate. Okay, but so anyway, that's that. And if you're interested in like a full-blown discussion on that topic, go to Varied Not Random episode number 88, and it's entitled, Can One Workout a Day Get You Strong? So that's it. Let's dive into the shout-outs. Here we go. First, names and last initials to protect the innocent and anonymity here on social media. Justin D, ring the PR bell. Gotta love and respect the heavy days. New 1 rep max back squat at 425 pounds. Yeah, strong. Chris VB. Chris just re-PR'd his back squat. He just PR'd his back squat. Chris, correct me if I'm wrong, like within the last month, I want to say, at 400 pounds. He was absolutely stoked to get a lifetime PR of 400-pound back squat because he's either 40 or 41 years old. And then when the 7x1 just came up, he got a new 1 rep at 410 pounds. So that's astonishing. Jared K, 1 rep max back squat, new PR, 475 pounds. That would be a ridiculous deadlift, let alone a back squat. Again, shocking. 1 workout a day. Evan M, shout out to Evan M, 400-pound back squat, unbelted, untied shoes, no braces, no sleeves. Yeah, strong. Daryl H. Okay, so Daryl just redid Linchpin Test 5, and the loading that he chose was 185 pounds on the barbell. He said last time he did it, he didn't measure the 2-mile run properly, and he was 400 meters short. So this time, he redid it with the proper run distance, PR'd by 2 minutes and 11 seconds. That's a huge improvement with that loading. Randall L. also did the Linchpin Test 5 at 185 pounds and got a PR by 3 minutes and 7 seconds, which is smoking fast. He came in at 20:54, so congratulations, Randall. That is, wow. Eric D. matched a lifetime 1 rep max on the back squat of 345 pounds, and that's after being sore from earlier in the week doing the 5x500 meter rows. So how cool is that? Smoke your posterior chain on 5x500 meter row efforts, and still a couple days later be able to head in there and match your lifetime 1 rep max PR. That's a very useful, resilient sort of strength right there. Oh, a deadlift snuck in there. Amber F. Last time we tested 1 rep max deadlift back in May, I got 185 pounds. Today, 225 pounds. Well, there's a nice 40-pound jump since May. Nicholas M, one of our favorite Canadians, always smiling, always posting photos of smiling. And he says, just like that, you PR your back squat and the workout. New 1 rep max back squat at 370 pounds. And Nicholas is a cool story because he broke his foot, I want to say, during a workout running and like stepped off of a curb or something like that and just broke his foot. And so had a broken foot, couldn't squat or do anything like that for quite some time. Scaled, modified, preserved the stimulus as best as he could, used it as an opportunity instead of an excuse to focus on a whole bunch of areas that potentially he was deficient in, and neglecting a little bit, dove into those deficiencies. And we always say, improving your deficiencies will not only make you a more well-rounded athlete, but in some odd way that can't be explained, it helps what you're already good at as well. And here he is, coming back from the broken foot, with a 1 rep max back squat PR of 370 pounds. So it's almost like this CrossFit stuff works, which is weird. Marcus M, trust the process. Today I hit 135 kilogram 1 rep max back squat and definitely had more in the tank. My all-time record is 140 kilograms, but I hit that before CrossFit when I was just doing a dedicated back squat program. So back squatting left and right all the time. Back squat program gets 140 kilos. Heavy lift once a day, doing all kinds of other stuff, touches 135 kilograms with more in the tank. Kevin P. So Kevin just turned 50. I told you, we've got people of all age ranges here, ability levels, the whole 9 yards. Kevin P. just turned 50. He and his wife, get ready for this, have their 6th baby on the way. As a father of 3 kids, I can't imagine having twice the amount that I currently have. They have their 6th baby on the way. He's been CrossFitting for over 10 years. He says, I have skinny runner's legs. I never thought I would PR my back squat again, especially at 50 years old. Got a 10-pound PR today. Amazing result from an amazing program. Good for him, and he did a 1 rep max at 270 pounds. Good for you. Good luck with the 6th baby on the way. Yarn C hit a 1 rep front squat instead of the back squat. New PR, 110 kilograms. Well done. Adam T. Adam T is just a wonderful, also crazy person in the Linchpin community, because he's one of those rare individuals that every Monday, even though I say, and I've been very vocal about this, the Monday Monster Mash is not part of the regular week's Linchpin programming. It is not. We did a full Linchpin conversations about what the Monster Mash is all about and all that. Considered a totally standalone thing. I've been very vocal about that. Adam still hits it every Monday. Like a wonderful, raging, the crazy neighbor that we all love. So he did squats on squats on squats the other day, and somehow in all of that, set a new 1 rep max back squat PR of 365 pounds. Unbelievable. Keston J did Linchpin Test 5 at 155 pounds, and let's see, Keston PR'd that workout by 5 minutes and 16 seconds. Congratulations, that is ridiculous. Mel J, okay, so also did Test 5, but did the scaled version, which has 95 pounds. And Mel says the last time they did it, they used 75 pounds. This time, bumped it up to 95, so went 20 pounds heavier and still PR'd by 35 seconds. That's cool. Again, almost like this CrossFit stuff works. Ralph C did something to his foot as well. He was dealing with some sort of foot thing that he said he's had for quite some time. Flares up, comes back and forth every now and then. He's a very strong individual. But since the foot was feeling, not 100%, he just wanted to take it easy under the barbell, touch a little bit of loading just to kind of spark up the central nervous system, and just casually touched 335 pounds while nursing a tender foot. Yeah, must be nice. Scott M did Linchpin Test 5 as prescribed at 225 pounds with a back squat. Came in at 23 minutes and 31 seconds, and that was a PR of, wait for it, 6 minutes and 26 seconds. That is absolutely a monstrous PR. Over 6 minutes on that. Mark S said the first time he did Test 5, he did it at 135 and had to take breaks running the 2 miles. Okay, so took breaks running the 2 miles and squatted 135 on the bar. This time, bumped up the load from 135 to 185 and still finished 2 minutes faster. That is profoundly impressive and very, very usable strength. Legs and lungs. We're getting near the end. I told you, there was a tremendous amount here. I picked about 24, 25 of these. Matt B says, late post. Definitely the highlight of last week. Can't express how excited I am to be getting a lifetime PR after 40 years old. Here is a video of my new 412-pound back squat. Thanks, Linchpin. Says, father figures, not dad bods. That's legit. That's very cool. All right, a couple more. Brad S. This time on the 1 rep max squat, he set a new PR and he increased his 1 rep max back squat by 45 pounds. He squatted 380 pounds for a 1 rep max. Jeez. And the final one, Chelsea P. Chelsea P is 39 weeks pregnant. She says, well, CrossFit community, I'm going to be pausing here for a second until her little baby makes his or her entrance into the world. I figured heavy back squats being one of my favorite workouts would be a good stopping point. These are not the numbers I like, but they were safe numbers for me at 39 weeks old. So grateful for how I've been able to continue with this program. Lots of modifications at the end, my whole pregnancy. And she ended with a single back squat of 195 pounds at 39 weeks pregnant. Crazy. So I'll end on this. That was a huge range of back squats. 1 heavy day a week, works wonders. Respect the heavy day. Do a true warm-up. Build up toward your working weight. Take adequate rest periods between your heavy sets so you can actually lift heavy. Scrunching in a rushed heavy day, hoping to get it in the 1 hour class before you do part B and part C, I think it makes people feel really good that I lifted heavy a few times this week. There's a difference between lying to yourself mentally and doing what actually works to drive your strength numbers forward. I would encourage you to respect the heavy days like you should respect everything else, because intensity really works. And all of those stories that I just shared are from people in their 20s to people into their 50s. The whole gamut there. Beginner lifters to veteran lifters, squatting what's very challenging for them. I'll end on this cool thing that was posted today as to how broad and diverse the community is and how anybody can play. This is from Ann C. She says, I work on hitting 3 workouts a week. I do have some equipment limitations, and I'm hoping to tackle the scaled workout from January 6th. I've never done any kind of cardio for 20 minutes in my entire life without stopping. My plan is to run. So she's reaching out asking for thoughts from the community as to how she could tackle this potentially non-stop moving for 20 minutes. And then she says at the end here, I am 70 years old and I've been doing CrossFit for about 6 years. Last decade was full of surgeries on feet, had chemotherapy and all kinds of stuff. So, truly for everybody, if you understand the stimulus, if you're surrounded by good people, it doesn't matter if you're 25 or 55, you can make the workout of the day meet you where you're at, and it can propel you forward. More is not better. Intensity drives results forward. Treat your body with respect. Take rest days. Don't overdo it. You only have one set of shoulders, one set of knees, one set of hips, one spine for your entire life. Strengthen it, train it, but do it intelligently, because you're going to want it later in life. That's it. Have a wonderful day. Congrats on all the back squat PRs, and we'll talk soon.